At 10:18 a.m. in Chicago, inside the glass headquarters of Hawthorne Finance, Ethan Cole stood frozen as security walked toward him and his entire department watched in silence, because moments earlier his boss, Martin Hale, had accused him of stealing company funds, publicly, confidently, like it was already proven, while HR printed termination papers as if his fate had been decided long before he entered the room. And Ethan didn't shout, didn't even defend himself, and within minutes, Ethan was escorted out like a criminal while coworkers avoided his eyes. But what no one in that room knew was that 17 days earlier, at 1:26 a.m., Ethan had returned to fix a system glitch when he noticed something impossible in the financial logs: transactions moving under his credentials, but not from his device. And when he traced it deeper, the truth pointed toward management access, toward someone inside the company actively framing him. But instead of confronting it, Ethan went silent. And the next morning, he showed up early, acted normal, while every night after the office emptied, he stayed behind alone under dim lights, collecting logs, backups, hidden access trails, building a case so precise it didn't look like revenge, while unknowingly, Martin wasn't just safe, he was being rewarded, promoted. For leadership during internal crisis, rising higher while Ethan was being erased, until the day of the firing arrived and Martin stood in front of everyone and said, "We've removed the problem," right before Ethan calmly pulled out his phone and said, "Then you should check your inbox." And Martin laughed until the notification hit, and his expression slowly changed as he opened the files showing internal fraud chains. Just as panic started rising, an executive suddenly spoke from the side of the room and said, "That's not all. The authorization trail is signed by senior management." And the room went dead silent because the fraud wasn't just framed, it was sanctioned, meaning Martin wasn't the mastermind, he was the disposable shield. And then came the final twist, because as security entered the room, it wasn't Ethan they approached, it was Martin. And an hour later, while Ethan stood outside the building in silence watching flashing police lights reflect off the glass tower, news broke internally that Martin Hale had been arrested and formally charged with corporate fraud, embezzlement, and conspiracy. If you enjoyed this silent revenge story, subscribe for more daily stories and comment where you're watching from.